Okay, I want to welcome everybody to this video. In this particular video, it's just going to be simple. I'm just going to be working out, doing my stretching as usual, morning exercise, which I do every day. It helps me for my martial arts and just to keep in good physical shape. And there's a lot of other exercise you can do, a lot of other different kinds of exercises that I do too. But this is my basic stretch workout. I've shown you before. If you want to see this thoroughly being explained and in more thorough detail, you can go back to watch my other videos because I've got the whole thing, and I take you through a bit better and some other training methods too. Yeah, but I'm just going to do it as normal here. I'm just going to be here stretching, and I'm going to talk while I'm doing it. But please excuse me for not breaking it down in the kind of detail you might like to see, okay? But I'm filming it up. This is nothing to show off about or anything special. I'm not some muscle man or super gifted physically gifted person. But yeah, let's just do this, right? So if you're into martial arts, or if you're into keeping healthy and protecting that one body you've got, you can learn a lot of different forms of exercise and working out from anyone you see doing it, So here, I'm not saying follow me, I'm not saying don't, let's just do this. So I've got some space here. So I just start by swinging my arms. I'm going to take my t-shirt off, as I say, because this just gets too hot. I'm living in the tropics, as I say. I've got a thin pair of trousers, these kung fu trousers, but so we're not doing any martial art moves in the video, we're just working out. It's not good to eat or drink directly before working out, but I do have some tea there on the brew. Just brew it. So I'm just swinging my arms, loosening up. Don't rush your exercises, as I say. If you want to follow along, you can follow along if you want to. Yeah. These are fairly simple stretches and exercises. Just swinging my arms across my body here. I'll explain what I'm doing, but I'm not going to spend ages stopping and explaining everything in detail, because you can watch the other videos for that. And I'm doing it at my normal pace. I'm rotating my shoulders. Okay, front and back, circle. So hopefully this should be a good enough, understanding here you should be able to get from this. Just stretching here. Okay. I want to get this done quick. I usually take around half an hour to get the full stretch, a rough half an hour. Maybe just over, just under, whatever. Sometimes just over half an hour, sometimes just under for the full stretch. Also go in and out with the shoulders here. That's good for the shoulder blades and the shoulders. In and out like that, okay. Rotating my wrists both directions a few times too, making a light fist, just rotating. You can also interlocking the fingers and stretching down. I also interlock the fingers behind my head and stretch up. My feet are spread about shoulder width apart or just wider, and sometimes I'll have my feet together like this and do it, okay. Stretch up and hold. Some exercises you need to hold, and then some you need to, for a few seconds, open up there. Breathe nicely. Control your breathing naturally, good breath. But yeah, some exercises you'll just twist and hold, or whatever it is, stretch and hold. Some exercises you'll move back and forth or twist, moving, bouncing into it. My feet together here. Okay, feet together, legs straight. Don't arc your back. You keep your back straight the best you can. Hands on the knees. I've got them on the side of the knees there, thumbs over the front, sort of thing. And just stretching down. Just stretch behind my legs here. Got hamstrings, not cheese strings, as I say. Right, okay, so going down. Just stretching down. Trying to keep that back straight. Trying to keep that back straight as possible. If you can bring your chest down to there already, then well done to you, some people might be like fitness gurus. Some people are like so good at, they're so strong and flexible or whatever. Some people, and they think they're on that high level. But they'll watch other videos, or they'll see, they may come across other people working out, and there's nothing more to learn, and they'll think that there's nothing more to learn from someone who's worse. Like, let's say me, my fitness may be not of the level of somebody else's, but everybody's body's different. But you never know. Like, sometimes you look at people that have less, or they're lower than you in some way, level or whatever it is, skill or health. And you'll start to see things, and you learn things that you didn't know you could learn before. You can really learn from everybody in every field, in any field, anyone. Yeah. There's differences and things you can learn from. Okay. So my effort I put in is my own. So you shouldn't be talking when you're working out either, and don't rush. You see me coughing up phlegm and snot and mucus, is disgusting. But this is me clearing my breathing, clearing my insides out, you know. By that I don't mean you want to be puking and sticking up food, so don't eat or drink too much before exercise too. You shouldn't eat directly before, directly after, directly during the work. No, it's not good. Hands on the hips, feet about waist width apart, and I'm just moving front and back with my waist there. Back straight if you can keep it, moving that. Thrusting that waist and hips back and forward. This is how we do it. Now, left and right, side to side. Put your hands on your hips or just leave it there, doesn't really matter. But yeah, that gives you that focus, you know. Left and right. Then rotating. It's all about repetition, you know. If you need a little break in between for a few seconds or whatever, fine. You know. If you need a drink of water, have one. Fine, you know. But yeah, make sure you get your clear breath in your breathing ways, your breath, airways. Make sure you're exercising the outside and the inside. So I'm just rotating the hips. Yeah. Then you go the other direction. So when you rotate or twist or do anything, you want to make sure you work both sides. You know. Okay, good. Evenly if possible. Fists, I'm going to push out to either side there. Straight up, I'm not turning, but you can do that too. We can also put our fists on the hips and then do some soft light punches. Twisting. Just twisting up, punching towards the head. Bringing this back to the hip here. There we go. Up and turn. I'm just stretching. I'm not going full punching, I'm just stretching just feeling the tendons in my arms stretching, mate. It's an exercise. Other things you can do are, say, this. Okay. Elbows up. Then a few of those. Then up here together and round. Also get a lot of exercise in the shoulders and the shoulder blades behind my back. Going together, opening up, closing, circling, see. So again, up, excuse me, and then open. So those shoulder blades are really getting a good work, you know. Yeah, good workout. So that's that. Just stretching up, just stretching out. Different ways. Yeah, bringing your hands across your chest here, cross, fingers open, palms open. Just open up and push out to either side. You can look if you want to. And come in. You've got these breathing motions where you come up and breathe out as you push down. So you don't have to go in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can just breathe naturally. In through whatever, out through whatever, you know, but you just work, you know. Excuse me, clearing some mucus, phlegm and snot, but you have to do that. It's clearing the crap out of you, you know, clearing the crap out of you. Clear the crap out of you, man. Clear the crap out of yourself, whoever you are, man or woman. See, I'm exercising my wrists here. Get that breathing going, you get the body working, blood flowing, chi flowing, the energy in your body goes. Holding these wrists carefully. Hold it for a few seconds if you want, like that. Then go the other way, fingers together, thumbs in, hold. Okay. That, okay, there. I'm going to go straight into some squats in a moment. Get them out of the way after this, so we're doing that. You can also do it with the fingers open as well. You can also do it with the fingers open, so like that. Notice how you're standing. Don't always just stand like anyway. So I've got my, understand what the alignment is, my back straight, I know. Relax, but relax into a posed posture, a position that works, okay? Pushing back a little bit gently there on the fingers and stuff, and the hand, the wrist. Okay, move. And you're ready, okay? Shake out if you need to. We're going to put the feet together, hands on the knees, or just by the side here like that, or in the front gently. And we're going to go up and down. You can go all the way down and then back up, or you can just do it like some of the way like I'm doing here. You can go up like this if you wish to, or just some of the way. Feet flat on the floor, feet together, close together, knees together, and then going up and down. And that brings strength into your feet, your ankles, all your tendons, and in your thighs, which your calf. It just gives you power in your legs basically. And it's very, very important for holding certain stances and it's giving power to your legs. It's like push-ups for the legs basically. Okay. And the legs are the most powerful part of the body, the muscles. We're walking on our legs the whole time, always, aren't we, in the day, standing. For those who are. So, okay. You can do more again if you want to, have a break and do some more. Like any of these exercises, you can alternate and come back and forth if you want to redo, re-practice. So yeah, making sure you're nice and loose. See, all kinds of motions. Rotating my shoulder blades too, at the back there. Filling my breath, filling my chest with breath of air, my lungs, my body. Sinking it. See? Making all these gentle motions with my hands and feeling like energy, as though there's like water around me, or air or whatever. I'm just imagining this feeling. And it just helps you focus. Calm down and focus into the energy. Feel the flow of your health. Now, next one. We're not finished with that, so we're going to do some more on the balls of the feet, being this part of the foot here. Spreading the foot a bit wider, the feet a bit wider. Going up and down, carefully of course. Don't put too much strain on any joints, okay? Your neck, your back, your waist, your ankles, your wrists, fingers. Just be careful, your hips. Don't put it on a funny angle. Overwork yourself strength wise, flexibility wise. Take it gradually. This next one specifically as well, your ankles, I'm going to be basically just pushing my foot in different positions, but hold on, don't rush, okay? I'm more flexible maybe than some people, right? So, well, I am. We're always more flexible than some, or more strong than some. Less something else than something else or someone else. You can be more healthy than someone and less healthy than somebody else, and rich in many ways too. More rich than someone and less rich than someone else. In health, in ideas, in experience, not only money, ability. See, just stretching my feet in different positions, gently but pushing against, using the floor, the ground here, the floor. Just getting a bit of a stretch on those ankles. Okay, you can also rotate on the ball of the foot again, which is this part, not the heel, but the ball of the foot. Rotating your knee, a few circles, and then go the other way. Alternating to the left a few times, and then right a few times. Okay. Yeah. So we rotated our hips, didn't we? We rotated the shoulders, the wrists, but the neck also. I should have done that earlier on, really, but no should. You listen to your body. So. Looking up, then looking down. I'm holding my hands here just in front of me, that's what I'm doing. On my waist here. Looking back, up, okay. Then looking down. Looking up, then looking down. Left and right over your shoulder, over your shoulders. Feet can be spread about, shoulder width apart or just wider. Back straight. Give them a shoulder, hold for a few seconds, Don't look the other way. Good. Other side. Doing this every day will give you some very good health. Okay? Breathe always through. If you're focusing your centre, you're standing here, the root like a tree, strong in nature, flexible and able to make this life beautiful, right? Next thing you're going to do, okay, is you're going to stand and you put a smile on your face. You feel good about yourself when you've done this, you know. You do more than what other people are doing, some people. Kick the drugs, don't take drugs, don't smoke, don't drink alcohol, is my advice. But, you know, it's your life, you need to see what's good for you and what's not really, and what's just filling a space, you know. Fill it with something good, power up, level up. The years don't wait for us, our lives pass, we need to take care of ourselves, you know, that's what I say. So, leaning now my neck to the sides, okay, left and right, so holding for a few seconds, don't rush, as I say, must be careful with your neck and your back. Okay, we're going to do the upper body in a moment. The upper body, let's go. Upper body now, first of all I'm going to hold my hips here, legs spread like a little wider than shoulder width apart. I'm going to lean back, my hands are on my hips, okay, here, and I'm going to lean back carefully, and lean right back, as far as you can, comfortably, be careful, and then back up. Relax, okay, you can go back again if you want to, but there, that's enough, just a little bit of a stretch. Next thing you want to do, we've already done this stretch where we're going down, we've already done this one, okay? We can also do that, when we stretch down, as I say, with our body straight, don't arc your back straight when you're stretching down. You can also do that with the legs spread further. You might not be able to go so far, I'm just saying, maybe even like this even, but like, you can put the same thing, hands on your hip, on your sides, your legs, and just stretch down to the middle. If you want to go alternating to either side, pull your chest down, if you can do that, and do it. You touch your thigh, but don't worry, just a bit of a stretch is good. Even just here, you can just try to touch the floor, see, or your fists down like that, see, or whatever it is. Just try and stretch, feel the stretch behind your leg. You're training your whole core, your whole back, everything. Relax those shoulders and say, now. So, make sure you're nice and relaxed. Rotate those shoulders back in. See? Feel your energy. Relax until you feel your power and you feel the energy that you have. You're not forcing anything to burn yourself out, you're actually relaxing into this working and development of your own energy. This can be a power to protect you through your life in so many ways. Protect you through your life and carry you through. You take care of your car so that you can go on journeys beyond wherever you would be able to. You know. The tool is nothing without the mind. So the mind, you use tools and technology in life, but the human mind, your goal as a human being is the most important. So you need to use it to be any good, it relies on you. Until AI takes over. We're just kidding, but still the human value is separate from that. The human values and the AI values are separate on that. So let's get back to the nature for a moment. Right, so I'm just loosening up my fingers here like you can watch, so be aware of what's going on. And be aware of your surroundings too. You can train at home, you can train outside in a park, but just be aware of your surroundings for safety, awareness. And if you need a drink of water or you need a little rest in between, just do that. Don't waste time. Do a little bit every day. If you burn yourself out today doing loads of exercise and you go running and all kinds of stuff, it will be too much for one day and the next day you won't be able to keep up. Sometimes you have small injuries and things where you might overdo it, or sometimes you can't train because of different reasons, but you try and do regular exercise, you know. Look what I'm doing here now. This leg's going to bend naturally, this leg's straight, don't put too much force. I'm lifting my toes off the ground, I've got my heel, the back of my heel on the ground, and I'm just stretching down gently. Stretch my hamstrings, okay? Other side. A few times near bouncing, you can hold it if you wish. You know, I'm just bouncing a bit there. Carefully, just doing it carefully. Okay, there you go, nice, okay. Now we're going to do another exercise, and I like this one, arcing the back. So I can stand here with my feet about shoulder width apart in a parallel line again. Just arcing my back, loosely just there, and then pulling myself back up. Don't look that much, but it is, trust me. You can also spread your legs a little bit wider if you wish to, or just keep them that kind of width. Bring your hands up, here is what I do. My hands up. You make light fists if you wish to. Imagine like you're putting on a helmet or putting some towel behind your neck here or something. I like to go in front of me like I'm putting a hood over or something. Bend my knees, go as low as you can, don't worry. Arc my back, bounce a little bit. So I'm strengthening my legs and my spine in the arc that I'm doing here. Arcing it. Go straight back up and straighten your back. Fists down, breathing. Not always keeping a tight chest, you're opening, closing and opening, expanding. And I'm feeling my breath, and it's like I'm putting 2 sticks into the ground here, 2 spears, not into my feet, into the ground. Okay, then here, so again, up. So, arcing my back. Yeah, coming up. So good, yeah. Okay. Now, so making sure you loosen up, you know, those ankles and everything. You're just feeling what you need to do comfortably, you know. You feel really good in yourself. I've already feel that base, and I've already told you about bringing the hands back behind your head, interlocking the fingers and stretching up, right? You can do that again if you want to do it. Oh, you can do it with the feet together or feet slightly spread. You can also do this with like one hand here, or one hand up, things like that. A lot of different ways you can do it. And this swing that we did earlier is a very good one. Okay? You can also, excuse me, you can also do this with the palms facing up, palms open, fists open, and just do palms facing up. Go cross, out, cross, out, cross, out, cross, out. I'm going to turn this direction, which is harder for you to see because I've got a ceiling beam. I don't want to smash my hands on that. One time I cut my fingers on there a little bit, so I'm facing this direction here where it's a higher ceiling. And you can see from the side, I've got my feet here, same sort of thing, feet about shoulder width apart. And I'm just swinging my arms up, okay? At this point my palms are facing that way, okay? Straight up, and you can go all the way back, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and down, just up and down first. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So you can even make light fists. Fists give a bit of weight, but sometimes open hands can be good for certain exercises too. But sometimes fists are similar to the across the body one is similar. Okay, you can also do it with the hands just straight by your sides here. You might need to make your stance a little bit more narrow. You go straight up, so like that as well. Different ones you can do. We're going to go back now though. I'm making a kind of hooking hand, it's just the way I do it. I put my fingers together like this, you find it in Kung Fu. Like this, it looks kind of funny, like you're pinching some salt or something. But what you do is you go behind you here, and you swing your arms. You don't have to do that. You can just swing your arms naturally, but making that point seems to help. The tendons in my arm are in that direction and they're focusing along the muscles down towards the hands, knuckles and fingers. And it all goes in a certain line. Okay? And that gives some flow, you know, to the blood in your arms and the energy, okay? You see me do these motions, something up. And of course, a bit like in karate, you see that. And Kung Fu style. This is all for the breathing and the focus of the energy in my fists, my arms, my fingers, my palms, my breath, everything, my lower back, my thigh. You want to feel your whole body, right? The energy. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cross my hands up here, cross my body, and then open out either side. With elbows pointing across my chest level here, parallel, straight out. Then again, up. Natural. Breathe naturally, don't worry. Good. Next thing you want to do is bring the hands up and bring them up by the sides of the chest this time, not low, but by the sides of the chest this time. A bit like Wing Chun, but very high. I've got them here, very high. And I'm just bringing my shoulder blades, I'm tucking these in right at the back there. Tucking my elbows in to the shoulder blades, you see? Okay. Okay. See, again, the whole motion. Okay, you can do other things too, like when I'm doing this leaning back motion you saw earlier, like leaning back. I can also do this with my thumbs in different positions, like the higher or the lower. Just push it gently and do a little bit of a movement there. Just feel your body, feel how you feel comfortable, you know. Okay, very good. Now I've got a few more things to do. Next one we're going to do is swinging the arms, circles. Be careful, as I say, with certain positions. I've got this ceiling beam here and things behind me I don't want to hit. You don't want to end up hitting anyone, knocking someone's dinner off the table, or smacking up someone's grandmother or something. Be careful. Secondly, you don't have to clap your hands, but you can just swing your arms. Let them gently touch your hands or nothing. And then back the other way. It's a good way to warm up too. Make light fists to get extra weight in your hands as it goes around. And just let the motion take your arms, okay? So breathing. Very good, very nice, okay. Now, next thing we're going to do now is we're going to stand here because you need to work the upper body and the lower body, right? Always, you're alternating. I'm going to hold my foot, okay, in either one foot, and you just pull it behind you like this. Hold it. Need some balance, but you know, work it. And stretch your thigh, top of your thigh there. And your hips a bit as well, but hold it for a few seconds and then do the other foot. Hold it for a few seconds and then do the other foot. I'm just holding across the top of my foot there and doing that. Relaxing the foot, just stretching back. Keep this leg straight, try and keep balanced if you can, until you feel a stretch. You must feel a stretch. You must feel some kind of working out what you're doing to your body. Alternate, I usually at least alternate twice for each side for most exercises. Okay, so do it both sides, get enough workout, yeah? Another thing you can do, and I'll do this now, another thing you can do is just stand here. Make sure you've got space. If you want to hold something, you can, like something steady, like a door or something. You know, you've got different exercises where you can hold on to something. It could be a tree, could be someone's shoulder. Hold on to something if you need to balance, but I'm just doing nothing, holding nothing here, just using my own body to get used to my own balance and being aware of my surroundings. But there's a lot of things you can work out with different ways you can look at it. Watch TV, listen to music, but don't break anything and have an accident, of course. But you know, you can swing your legs up and stuff like that, but I'm going to swing my leg back, okay? So I'm going to go both sides alternating, swinging back. Try not to break someone's jaw, and don't do this in the queue at the post office. If such things still exist by the time you're seeing this video. So yeah, then up. Try not to kick yourself in the back of the neck. Try not to kick yourself in the back of the neck. Try not to kick yourself in the back of the neck, and give yourself a groin injury at the same time. Okay, so swinging back a few times. It's a different kind of stretch. It's more like a panned out stretch. You know, from the whole back, you've got bigger stretch, bigger scale stretches, and smaller. And when we're doing these curled up movements and things like this, I can even squat down like this, even my feet narrow. It's good for my back, you see. But then there's other things where you're doing like wider, you know, bigger movements. Like when I'm pulling my foot back and stretching there, it's a strong stretch on that thigh. When I'm swinging my whole leg, it's like getting a whole elongated kind of lighter kind of stretch. Not as focused, but it's like spread out to give everywhere some exercise. Anyway, you see what I mean. Okay, so that's very good. Talking a bit too much is not good for the breathing, as I say. Right, that's that, okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to go in and we're going to just go straight in a moment. We're going to do some marbu. Okay, marbu is the horse riding stance in a moment. Very, very important exercise. You may see this in various different martial arts. You'll see it in yoga even. But it's very good for exercise. Okay, it's not a stance that you'll always use in fighting situations. It depends on the situation. But it's good strengthening for the legs. So we did some squats earlier. It's the best way I like to do it, doing some squats first and then do it. Sometimes I do it in the other way around too. Before we do that, we've got a couple more things to do. We're going to lean over either side. So with our upper body, we already looked with our neck, right? We haven't twisted yet with the upper body. So let's bring the fists up, okay? We're going to bring the fists up to our chest, about here, like a guard kind of thing, okay? We're going to twist the feet. Try and keep the feet parallel if you can, facing the front. And twist the upper body to face the back. You can bounce if you need to, or hold it. Another thing I want to say is, although I tell you to keep your feet I'm suggesting keeping the feet facing the front when you do this. Both sides, by the way. Hold for a few seconds, we'll alternate with some bouncing. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Even though you're doing that, also remember that you can actually turn your feet naturally if you wish to. Okay? A little bit like this on the side as you're going, and just let it go naturally. The most important thing though is you get a point where you do stop comfortably with your feet in your waist, but the upper body is going to get that twist. You're going to make sure you get as much of a twist as you can on the upper body. That's the important thing, flexibility. Okay, see, so that's what we're doing. So I'm going to have to twist a bit further. I'm getting that twist. As long as you're comfortable. Don't let one part hinder another part. Your whole body's supposed to work in one as unison and gradually build up the strength and flexibility and balance and everything and focus in every part of the body until you'll be able to do a lot of other things you wouldn't be able to do. But just by doing it one way or following the way that other people do is not always going to help you for your own body and your own ability, you know. So you need to listen to your body literally, okay? So that's that. Next thing I'm going to do, we're lean side to side. So I'm going to spread my legs a bit further. I like to personally. And I like to stay here, go over, cross my hands, open up, and lean over like this. You can put one this way and one that way if you want. Or make it wider if you want to make it wider. You don't have to go wide, spreading the legs like I'm doing. I'm just doing it. I'm leaning over to stretch my side of my body. I'm more flexible, as I say, because I've been doing this for a long time. But you can just stay here if you wish. It's a more condensed kind of stretch, see? More kind of a focused one. In some ways, you can do it this way. You can hold your hand if you wish to and just lean over. Stretch this side. Don't lean forward if you can. Keep it straight if you can. Oh, for the most part. And then if you need to go a bit different angled, you just feel it. Yeah, oh yeah, for the whole back, the lower back, the upper back, sides, everything, the whole body. When we go again, we do it twice either side. So I'll spread my legs for this one further because I want to, because I feel comfortable doing it that way. See? So there, just resting my arm there as I go, then I go. Is your body. Fist there to help me up. So, yes, okay. And just go. I'm getting a stretch on the legs too. How about that? Go there, again do some more stretching while you're at it. Go down if you want to do that. Feet back together, do some more of that. Okay. We can do that Marbu now, so we're going to loosen up, okay? Marbu, when you're doing Marbu, okay, there's different ways you can do it. You can have your palms pushing forward like that. Fingers together, thumbs in. Or just natural pushes like that with your palms. Or your fingers like this. When you do it, fingers in and the one finger push is one you do like this. The thumbs tucked in, fingers and the first finger open as you push by your shoulder width there. Or wider or slightly condensed in different ways. Even with the tiger claw, your fingers grab in and you push from the palms. There's many different ways you can focus with your hands, just naturally, or fingers together. There's a lot of different ways. Like fists, or punching that way or that way. There's a lot of different exercises you can do. But don't worry too much about that. Just with your palms pushing, keep your back straight, your buttocks in, right? And you're going to spread your legs wider than shoulder width apart. I'll say that, your feet, okay? You go up and go down. But before I do this, okay, I usually put my forearms and my fists, and my back is going to arc forward a bit, and it's not supposed to, but to warm up, I usually do this. I go down like this and put my forearms resting, and try and rest into this stance. Hold it for a few seconds, you know, just relax into that with your arm just here resting on your thighs. You see, I'll show you, sorry about the angle there. I'll be here, see, I might just bring in the energy first, I might go up, breathing, and come in. Try to keep your feet facing forward if you can. This is wide and this is flat. You come up, okay? When you're ready, you're ready. I'm going to just stretch out a bit here, but let's just go. I'm going to do it a few times, okay? A few times, just holding it for a few seconds. Some days you'll be able to do more than other days, and times, okay? And we're going to do this, let's go. We'll do this right now. So we're going to come in, we'll bring my palms back here, Or I'm going to come up, it depends how you want to do it, and just push and just hold it a few seconds. I'm sweating big time, you know. I'm sweating, so going down. A few seconds, and we do it again. If you can hold it for 8 hours, that's up to you, well done. I personally don't need to do everything. You don't need to be the world champion bodybuilder or whatever, it's the same thing. Just do what you can. Yeah, I can't swim, but there's people out there that are very good swimmers. You don't have to be an Olympic swimmer, but to do, you know, to be able to swim is a good skill. Yeah, you're not a gymnast, but you may be good at running, jumping, or physical movement. You work on what you want to do. You might not be the next champion boxer in the ring, but you know, boxing, if you can do some skill, if you've got some boxing skill, then good, right? Just don't focus on that. Just do what you can do, you know, and work at it. Next one, we're going to go in again. The next one again with that. So let's go. I'm not talking the whole time. Focus. Back straight up if you can. See. Okay. Then I go again. Okay. I'm going to go again. Ready? Like this. Okay. So a little bit of that. I'm not going to overdo it today. You can also do it with smaller ones like this. You can come in smaller. When you focus your focus there, power. Hold it. Really good training for the body. Really. That's why we do these squats as well. You know, it makes you stronger. Okay. And you can do it like really wide as well, like that. Different kind of ones. It's different kind of exercise, you know. Okay. Very, very good. Now, what we're going to do next one is we're going to come in. We're going to do some jumping jacks for the breathing. All right. Jumping jacks for the breathing. We've done pretty well. We're nearly finished with this, right? For the basic stretching, what I do every day. Basic stretching. We're going to do the jumping jacks. Let's go. Hands by your side, feet by your side. Jump up. You can bring your hands together if you want, like that. Or just here across. Just like not clap, but like put them across here, one behind the other. Here and back. Back straight. We're going to do some of them. Let's go. We're going to do 10 of those. And back to 10 of those. The next one's going to be after that. We're going to do another one, which is when we cross our feet, like the balls of the feet, hands across the chest, and then palm out. That's another one. So, like this. Okay. The other one is going to be front and back, or alternating the hands, like that. And then the other one is just running on the spot with some blocking motions. You can follow along if you want to. But I've shown you these before, so just follow along the best you can. If you want to just do jumping jacks the whole time while I'm doing this, that's totally fine. So let's go, okay? Okay. Let's go. So breathing first, get your breath back. See? Relax. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. What in your mind? 20. 1, 2. Okay. Cross the body and out. 2, 1, 2. And look. 10 of these. Front and back. So guard and go. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Palm into the face. Palm straight. It's always a guard too. I'm guarding here and I'm hitting. See that. Okay. Okay then. Ready? Bringing the feet back now. A block. High and then low. Block. We're just blocking here in front. Then up, sides, cover. Parry. See? So body, protecting the body, block.
against the punch, block against the side, attack, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then parrying, left and right, so if someone could hit my face, I block, I block, I block, I block. And I can also throw my own punches in too. My own punches or palms, okay? From there, see, hold on. Okay, listen to your body. Okay, okay, and mix them up. Just a bit of breathe for the breathing, really. Come back. Naturally. So, come back to a marble if you wish to see. Back straight, back straight. Extra, don't be afraid. Relax into your power which you are developing. Come back. Okay. I'm going to do straight fist punches this time. Okay. In here. The hips. Hands on the hips. Elbows tucked in at the back. Wide enough. You don't have to go super wide or whatever, but you know, sink as low as you can. You can be like this if you wish to. We're going to go low. I'm going to go low. My arms are slightly rounded here. Okay, good. Bit of that here, so good. Breathe, relax for a moment. Relax. Just move naturally, you can walk around on the spot a little bit, get your breath naturally, don't talk. We'll just stand there. Feel the essence of strength, of movement and stillness. Just naturally move your hands in a natural position that feels comfortable to you. Stretching. Oh. I sometimes do this as well. You can do this if you want to try this at home. Sometimes I do this in the beginning. I'll spread wide my legs there, bring my palms up, cross, and go down either side, here and here. Stretching. And then back up. Then come back up. And do this. It doesn't mean we're praying, but it's that centered piece, you know. Up. Feel your breath. I'm circling and blocking someone's attack. I can push them back. Someone can grab me, I can step back and open the palms, see? Or I can open up that and push forward. So there's a combination, a usage of all your exercise and the way you move with your martial arts. You may say it works in principle, it might look flashy and that sometimes, but the truth is, it's not just principle, you can move naturally as a human being. The monkeys, the animals in the forest, they move a certain way that's natural. They're not thinking about doing rigid martial arts, but they move naturally. And that's what we're supposed to do, we're supposed to learn how to adapt with nature. So we learn physical skills, but we also learn what we're doing. We don't just do an exercise for the sake of it. We feel what we're doing. And we can use these motions and think about how we can use it to defend ourselves. And work those and look at martial arts skills that you might know and look at how the working out actually helps all that. You know? So doing that again. Oh yeah, constantly listening to my body. See? Good. So come up here. Open. And back down for the shoulder blades. Punching straight up, like just softly, side by side. So, coming in. So here, it's my own way of training. Based off of all the knowledge and things I've learned over the years, because I know so much martial art training and skills and stuff, but these basic exercises are very, very important. You can do push-ups and then you can do weights, pull-ups, weightlifting, sit-ups, running, swimming, training on a punching bag, spar with people. There's all kinds of training you can do, but this is just some basic health training that's really good for you. You can go for walks even, you know, it's all good. And work different kinds of conditioning methods for your body. There's a lot of other things you can do and you should fit in if you can. But don't compete with anyone. Don't even compete with anyone even in just these kind of basic exercises. Just do what you can. If you can only go in like a high stance like that, or if you can only stretch to a certain point, you just do what you can, you know. and work it over time, gradually. Your strength, your focus, your balance, your flexibility, everything will gradually improve. I know this myself. Okay? Yeah. Okay, now we're nearly finished. We're going to do a little bit of, we're going to go into a few stretches in a moment. We'll do some gungu, okay, also. Before we do gungu, we're going to do some stretches first. We're going to stand here, and it takes balance, okay? If you want to hold something, you can hold something for balance, a door frame or something, whatever, okay? I'm going to stand here, knee up, okay? Push my knee out, push my foot out, my heel, straight to the solar plexus, to the front. Do the other one, slowly push. We're not kicking, we're just imagining if we were kicking a fast kick, you bring the knee up and then shoot the foot out anyway. But we're just pushing there, thrusting the waist a bit, back straight and pushing forward. Again, stretching those hamstrings and training our own balance. And the less you're able to rely on things or anyone, the better, isn't it, for yourself, so your own energy and balance, for the mind and the body. Higher now, we do higher to the head height or higher than that even. Just to push out that heel to stretch the back of the hamstring. Okay? Good? We'll do the same thing now, a few times each, slowly on the sides here. So, midsection. Okay? You can do low, mid, high, but we're just doing mid and high for this, okay? Okay, now, high, here, mid, sorry, mid. Hands, just put them naturally, however you want to put them. High, here, 1, okay, and 2. Okay, again, you know, I always do twice the repetitions of everything, you know, at least. Yeah. There's no point in doing 20, 200 and burning yourself out for other exercises too. You can also go on a 45 angle there on a diagonal. It's also good, you know. It's all useful. Okay, right. Now, next one I'm going to do is a side kick. When you're really kicking in real life, you'll be in a fighting stance like that or like that, and this leg will usually be bent, the back leg. You've got one in front, one in back, like same as your guard, or like this, or one here. And when you're kicking and stuff, this will be based a bit. You don't want this leg straight when you're kicking, because you can lose balance in any kicks you do. So same with this one. We're going to do a side kick, right? Side kick stretch. We're not doing any real martial art kicking in this video, but you know, when you do a side kick, if you're doing a side kick, you usually bend your leg and you snap that kick out, you know, for the balance. You don't want to keep that leg straight and push yourself off balance and lean too far. But we're just stretching. So, stretching wise, we can do that. Leg straight. I lift my foot up here, see my knee up, okay, and then kick out on the side, low and middle, and then we're going to do high last. With the angle, with the edge of the foot, knife edge of the foot, or the bottom of the foot, it's different. So that's why we do those exercises where we rotate our ankle, you know. Okay, so up. Okay, here you can hold something. If you want to hold something for some balance, careful that you can. But use your own balance if you can, your own body balance. Get up, strengthen your muscles and flexibility to hold your body up. Middle section, here and back. Okay, here and back. Other leg, up, high if you can, up, then go low. You can hold fists if you want to for guard, okay, or open hands or fists, just have a guard here. Here, look at the target. Here. Okay, you can bring your foot down and then go again if you need to, okay? That's okay. When you're in it. 1, 2. So we'll look at the target. Look at the target. I can see a target I'm looking at here, so imagine the level. The next one is going to be a higher one, but before I do that, I'm going to do something that I should have done a little earlier on. I should have done something, but I didn't do it, and that's prepared my hips and knees. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to do high side kick stretches, okay? And we're nearly finished, as I say. We'll just finish off with some gungu and some splits. Basic for me, you don't have to do full-on splits, but got a few little exercises to do and a few points we're going to finish off, okay? I'm very good so far. I'm going to stand here and we're going to do knees up to chest, okay? Keep your hands in a guard, don't smack your knee on your elbow. Okay. Knees up to chest, okay? Hold on. You can also, if you're not comfortable, you can also loosen up your body again, like loosening up your elbows across your chest here, or whatever. And then go. Okay. Okay. A few of them, same number each side. Then we're going to go circling out, so up and out, okay, in a circle, and down. So 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, very good. Next thing we're going to do, okay, very simple stuff, as I say, is we're going to, in a moment, we're going to bring our knee up to the chest and we're going to hold it. Okay, hold on. I'm just getting myself comfortable, excuse me, getting the fidgets. Okay, make sure you're comfortable. Knee up to chest, okay, and hold it. Hold it. So one hand on the knee, left leg, left knee. Up, right? So left knee up, left hand holding the left knee. Right one is holding the foot. Hold it. Do the other leg. Like this again. One. Get ready, get your balance. Legs straight. Now my other leg's straight as well. Back straight. Hold it a few seconds. And good. For the side kick stretch, we're going to do a similar thing. We're going to hold the knee and the foot like this on the angle. And you're going to lift this and lift that together carefully. We're going to face there. We're going to stretch out. We're going to kick with the edge of the foot. And then let go. So you can do the top, you can do the sole of the foot if you want to. Other side. You can do the same target there, or you can do the other side. So lift that up there. Careful. Here. Here. Back straight, don't lean back. Here, look at the target. Then when you let go, you make fists if you want to. And just focus your mind into that target, you know, however you do it. You can use the sole and say, if you wish to. If you can only go midsection, don't worry about it. Just do what you can. Okay, good. We'll do that gumbo now. Let's go. Gumbo is different to marbu. Okay, with marbu, you've got both legs flat the same level. Gumbo is one leg bent and the back leg straight. You can do it small like this, high, or you can do it lower and widened out, okay? Which is like this. You're going to bring the fists on the hips. Fists again. Fists made like this. Keep it flat. Don't have a fist like this because you break your wrist. Keep it flat when you're punching. These flat as well. This thumbs over the first two fingers and keep this flat, okay? And you're going to bring them tight against the hips there. Sometimes above, but here you see me do higher ones too for different styles, like Wing Chun. They do that. We do that a lot in Wing Chun. We're putting that there flat across there like a belt, okay? We're going to go here. Okay, feet slightly tucked in, this knee tucked in a bit, the foot slightly tucked in, this one that way, and this is straight here. You put palms in front if you wish to. We're going to change the other side, a few seconds each. From here, see palms if you wish to, and then go palms there. So you can just jump into it, here, punch, or whatever you want to do. You can put palms to the sides. Strengthen that leg and the back leg. We've done a lot of work on the legs today, don't forget anyway. We'll do the and then you can just hold your knee if you wish to, hold your knee like this for a bit of exercise. Put your palms out like this with one finger like I like to do here, this one. Okay. And another one you can do is with the shoulders not facing on the front. Breathe, but the shoulders facing on the side like this as well, like here. Or palms here. Another one you can do on this side as well, same thing. I'll be here, just here, and look, and do that as well, okay? There's a lot of positions you can do, side punches and stuff like that as well. We're not doing that now though, but you know, yeah, there's a lot of exercises you can do, martial arts and kung fu training. So that's that. Okay. Yeah, so what we're going to do now, get your breath back. As I say, it's not good to talk, I'm just sharing with you in this video. We're going to do a bit of splits now. A little bit of splits, alright? Now for splits, if you want to get better at the splits, another thing you can do is you can stretch your legs. I've done this over the years with my heel up like this, you know, thing like this bouncing, or the other way. You can do this kind of stretching, it's very, very good for you. Or both feet flat on the floor, it's called poo-poo flat stance, okay, like this. And you can hold your feet at the beginning and stretch. We used to do this a lot in wushu training. Okay. But do whatever stretches you can do. Those two I just showed you, I don't do those every day now, but just do what you can. You open up like this, and you'll be able to do it. You know? Just open up what you can do, you know. And when you're ready, Don't force yourself, but I'm going to do a side box split. I'm not doing a scissor split, the same way as I'm not doing back flips and everything in this video. I can't be doing that. Anyway, we're going to go here. If you can't follow along, just keep it low. If you can only go low or narrow, do that. But I'm going to go wider, because I can, a bit. I can't even do perfect splits. Yeah, but I'm here, relax and into it, relax. Come back up, and then go again, relax. 2, 3, 4, okay. Just do what you can, you know. I used to be a bit more flexible when I was younger too, you know. I'm currently 37 in this video, nearly 38, but I've seen people in their 80s or hundreds that are really in their hundreds that are really flexible. Or in their 100 or whatever. So, lastly, just finish off with some breathing. Think about what you haven't done and what you have done. So, you know, go zoom down. So, just listen to your body. Come up. There. And I feel great. I'm covered in sweat, but I'm going to have a wash and I feel so good. It's another day that I've done my great workout. My mind and body. And I'll be going on a long walk, and it's a burning tropical day. I'm going to come back later on and have another wash, you know. And whenever I want, I can go on my bag, do other training I want to do, you know. Anyway, so thank you for watching this video. Keep healthy and safe. Avoid trouble at all costs. Okay, don't fight just to be seen not as a coward. Okay, fight wisely if you need to fight for self-defense, but always avoid danger the best you can. Keep healthy and safe. Martial arts is a peace, inner peace. It's not about praying. Just I'm saying, it's just inner peace in yourself. You always have to have, no matter who you are. Understand reality and nature is the only way. True understanding, not trying to be successful. You're already here. You're not a servant to other people. Control, self-control and focus is the most important thing. Awareness in the self. It's not a spiritual lecture here. The truth is in you. You've got to see it. Let go of that crap and let go of those distractions. Put that crap away. Make a change in your life. If you need to move somewhere or whatever it is, you must understand yourself. Save the years of your life. Put down the bad habits too. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Train hard and stay safe. From me, wushurichard, Richard Clark.